Hello friends, this is Rishi Gupta and this is a video where I just want to talk about how bad Wonder Woman 1984 was. So guys, I was not intending to make a video on this because Wonder Woman 1984 has been out since long, but it actually came on Amazon Prime very recently, so I watched it this weekend. And I was amazed because I really like Wonder Woman. I was a big fan of the first movie. I am a big fan of the character. Even in the animated series, the character has been done very well. And Patty Jenkins, the director of the first movie, had done an excellent job of making the character real and making the character really likable and heroic and everything. So I was really a big fan, and obviously the theme of Wonder Woman is extremely awesome. So I was really looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984, and it actually disappointed big time. So I normally don't, say bad things about a lot of movies because I think everyone does. Normally, movies do their best in order to entertain us. So yeah, I mean, you kind of give them a pass if they are not up to the mark. But Wonder Woman 1984 was flawed, was deeply flawed. If I were to discuss the logical fallacies in the script, there are so many. And right from the kind of an absurd concept of the wishing stone. So the wishing stone is a good concept per se. If you look at it individually, that there's a stone that grants your wishes, but takes away something from you in return. So the concept is really good. It could have been done really well, but it's so messed up. So this guy Max Lord gets his hands on the stone, and he literally asks wishes that he should become the stone. So literally phrases it that way, and he does not become the stone. He just gets the ability to grant wishes. So logical fallacy number one. And now this guy is going around granting wishes to everyone. Okay, that's also fair that he can grant wishes. He has become the wishing stone. That's also fine. But then this absurd concept comes up wherein just because he's speaking to people over audio visual medium, he is able to grant their wishes. Wherein it's pretty explicitly mentioned that you have to be touching the stone. So there is some absurd concept wherein they are saying that you are figuratively touching everyone who is watching this broadcast. Again, slightly absurd, slightly odd. And again, so you don't just get me started on how illogical this entire thing was, that people were wishing for things and they were literally getting those things right away. So people did not wish that the world come to an end. People did not wish for world peace. People did not wish for paradoxical things. So all of those things exist like anything. And just because Diana gave a speech, a weird speech that the truth is all that matters, and everyone took their wishes back, every one of them. There was not one person who was selfish that he said that I'll not give it back because this is my truth. Someone who was on their deathbed and realized that I wish that I could live longer, and he decided to give up his wish. So many absurd concepts. Again, the scene wherein they steal the jet from a museum. I mean, are you kidding me? There was a fully fueled jet at a museum, and this guy, which is Steve, who has come back after so many years, who was pilot in what 1900, early 1900s, and he gets his hand on this jet, which is relatively modern, and he just learns to fly it right away. I mean, I think there are training programs worth hours and hours and hours for pilots for them to learn to how to operate this aircraft. And there was a fully fueled jet at a museum wherein normally jets are not functional, they don't have fuel, so they just picked up this jet and they flew to Cairo. So again, Cairo is thousands of miles away, I think 6,000 miles from US, from where they were flying, and they were able to get there on a single tank. Absurd. So there are so many such things that really did not make sense. The entire Olympics of Amazonians at the beginning. I mean, yeah, it was a visual spectacle, but it did not serve a lot of purpose. The only purpose was to teach Diana that cheating is bad. But again, not much that it added to the entire story. So and again, the another villain that was probably touted to be a good villain, or probably the main arch rival of Diana is Cheetah. And Cheetah was not really well done. Again, the story was pretty good. I mean, there's a girl who's not confident, and she slowly gains powers, and becomes the equal of Diana. But it was not executed well. Towards the end, Max Lord was able to grant another wish. She had already had one wish from the wishing stone, that she wanted to be like Diana. And there when she was with Max Lord, he asked for another, asked her to make another wish, and she wanted to be the apex predator, and she was made the cheetah. So I don't know whether cheetah is the apex predator, but how did cheetah get two wishes? So again, I mean, that's again something that was illogical. So there are many, many, many such points. Steve coming back in another man's body. I mean, that was so weird. The stone was literally creating matter, literally creating and destroying matter all around, and I'm sure the stone was creating life as well. So why couldn't they just bring back Steve in his own body? So again, Diana decides to get romantically and physically involved with this Steve in another guy's body. So I don't know whether this has a lot of moral implications as well. So again, I mean, if I were to rant, I realize I'm already ranting, but if I had to rant, I would probably rant for another 15 minutes. But yeah, the bottom line was that it was not done well, guys. There were a lot of points wherein you realize that the CGI has not been done very well. You can see that Diana is kind of running, and there is a background which is obviously CGI. So again, my gripe with that. Again, another thing is Wonder Woman able to fly in this movie or not? I was not able to understand. She was using her lasso to get from one point to another. At one point, she was in the air. She just made this hand gesture like Superman, and it seemed like she was flying. So again, is she able to fly? And if yes, why did not she use these powers in other movies? So again, I am really not sure, because again, using the lasso to kind of fly, using lightning and stuff was really cool as well. So that also might have come in handy in the other movies as well, but again, not used in any of the subsequent movies where Wonder Woman is there. Why? I don't know. I mean, again, getting things to be invisible, cool power, but no background. She is just inside the jet, and she needs to disappear. So she just mentioned that she's been trying something, and she makes the jet disappear. I am not sure what happened there, because I mean, probably they were just trying to stay true to the comics, but again, it was without any explanation and very sudden. And again, if this power is something she has, she's able to make things disappear, in 1984, then all the subsequent times, when Doomsday was there, when, in Justice League, when they were fighting Steppenwolf, or, when they were fighting Superman, she could have probably used this power as well. So many things that, I have a problem with. And I honestly had so many times this thought in my mind that what an illogical movie. So I am a big fan of DC Comics. I'm a big fan of DC movies. I think especially they do their animated movies really well. Their heroes are really, really well done. They have a dark side. They are not normally they are not all straight, apart from probably Superman and Wonder Woman. But normally their heroes are conflicted, and they have layers to them. So again, I like DC movie comics a lot, but they really did made a mess of this movie. So I do hope that Wonder Woman comes out with another movie, but I hope that they address these things and they deliver a kick-ass movie. So guys, that's about it. That was my rant about Wonder Woman. Tell me your thoughts about the movie, and if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be talking about a lot more in the future. Thank you so much.